Hello, I'm Afani Victor Ngando and welcome to Kinsmen Advocates Law Firm YouTube channel. Here we discuss on legal issues in line with the Cameroon legal system. First, I want to appreciate all those who have subscribed to our YouTube channel. And if this is the first time of you watching this channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to receive more content. Now, today we'll be discussing on how to register an NGO in Cameroon. Now, to register an NGO in Cameroon, you must comply with the laws regulating registration of non-governmental organizations in Cameroon. This is because an NGO is exempted from taxes, and as such, the requirements for registration is very strict and must be complied with to the latter. Now, I'm going to guide you on the content, what should be contained in the constitution of the NGO. The first thing is you must come out with a name, and the name of the organization should be in line with its objectives. Now, when you come out with the name, the second is to devise a plan. A plan is you must have a vision for the organization, and you must have objectives of that organization. For example, your objectives can be to alleviate poverty. It might be for humanitarian reasons. It might also be for charitable or to empower a set of disabled people in a society. So your organizational objective must be expressly captured in the constitution. So tomorrow it doesn't look like you are carrying out activities that you are not authorized by the administration to run it. Now, you must decide on the headquarters of the organization. But I always advise my followers that the headquarters can be anywhere in the country, and as such we always go as far to include a clause that the branch of the headquarters can be transferred to any other region or any other town when necessary by a 2/3 majority of vote by the members. Now, it's also important for us to discuss on the membership obligations. The question that should prick your mind is, how will people gain membership in my organization? Now, membership can be gained either through those who are in line with your objectives of the organization. Secondly, you might agree on a certain contribution in cash for you to be a member of the organization. Now, it so happens that at times, people who come in to form an organization, in one point or the other, start losing interest. So how will people lose membership in that organization? It might either be if they fail to comply with the constitutional requirements, if they fail to pay their contributions, if they carry out certain misconduct that ridicules the name of the organization, or maybe through death, then they may lose membership. Now, it's also good for us to capture in the constitution how the organization will be funded. Will it be funded through contribution of members? Will it receive external funding? It's important that you be captured, because when you receive external funding and it's not mentioned in the constitution, you always have challenge at the level of the banks on the amount of money that is coming into the country or coming in for a project. Most especially, it's not important for you to mention the fact that an account will be created for that organization. And you also mention those who are going to be signatories of the account. Is it the president and the treasurer, or the president and the financial secretary? It's important that all should be captured in the constitution, because at the level of the bank, when an account is to be created, the constitution is the main document that guides the bank. So if those who are to sign and receive money on behalf of the organization is not being captured at the registration stage, the challenges that you're going to face is enormous. Now, let's look at the ESCOs, those who are going to man the affairs of the organization. The constitution must expressly capture those who are going to man the affairs of the organization, from the president to the vice president, to the treasurer, to the financial secretary, etc. Now, the law is a minimum of 4 people or 4 members must be available to start the organization. So if you are 4 and above, great. But you must be at least 4. Now, when you have put this information together, we now draft the constitution. And we're going to include other clauses like dissolution of the organization, elections, the duration of those who are going to hold offices in the organization. We're going to capture all that in the constitution. Then we're going to move into drafting the minutes of a meeting. Remember, a meeting must be held for the objectives to be discussed and adopted, for the list of ESCO members to be elected and also adopted. It's from the minutes of meetings that we now proceed to draft the constitution and also prepare the list of ESCOs. Now, when we have come up with all these documents, we must proceed to registration. The documents must be notarized, and registration is supported by an application letter to the divisional officer of your region, which will be forwarded to the senior divisional officer for legalization. Now, you have to also take note that approximately it's going to take 3 years of operations. You must show that you're operating. You must prove that the objectives of your organization, you are carrying out projects to actualize them for the next 3 years. Then you're going to gain a full NGO status. Most importantly, if you want to carry out a registration of a non-governmental organization, we advise you to brief a corporate attorney. In this case, he's going to guide you on the content, the law, and the legal draftings. Because if these documents are not properly presented, legalizations will be far-fetched. There will be constant query and delays that you will receive from the entire process. Now, if you find this content very rich, and if you want us to discuss on any issue surrounding this topic, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And if you have any contributions, feel free to comment below. Also, follow us on our Facebook and on our Twitter handles. And remember, ignorance of the law is not an excuse.